Assalamu alaikum everybody and welcome to the most important battle in the entire universe. BMW 530 E39 versus Mercedes-Benz E430 W210. Both of these V8 cars scientifically proved are currently the best cure for male depression. Those cars can heal any heart that was destroyed by Latina goth mommy wife that took kids, house paycheck and future paychecks and any hope for future happiness. Today to find any of these German sedans in good condition is possible, but it is as difficult as finding virgin wife for a virgin man. Even with the huge production numbers, Mercedes made 1.3 million W210s and BMW made 1.4 million E39s, it is not easy. In this video we will compare maintenance cost, driving experience and finally answer which one is the better for you and your needs. Let's start from the design. Mercedes made craziest design in the modern history of auto world. Front had huge round headlights and back of the car was simple but at the same time futuristic. I really like the restyling models, they look more sharp, more stylish and more attractive. Even today it's shocking and eye-catching. Car does not look outdated, today it's a benchmark of an old money. Nice, well-maintained W210 screams that either you had money or you still have money. There is nothing sporty about it, it's about status, luxury. Even in the AMG pack, car demonstrates quiet luxury. No muscles, no steroids and just a little hint of performance driving. BMW E39 looked much more attractive than W210. They both came out within 1 year difference. When the BMW E39 came out, Top Gear presenters back then said that this is a Tom Cruise in the car world. Design of E39 is more 90s friendly, nothing crazy and outstanding. Just normal good looks for an E39 was expected and just something normal. Good looks for new E39 was expected and did not disappoint, but in M package car looked more magnificent. It looked like a weapon for perfect race car drivers on Sundays, and every single man that saw this car in M package, they loved it. Weirdly, the E39 looks more aerodynamic. In reality, both of them have identical drag coefficient of 0.27. It is same as the hypercars like Lexus LFA and Mercedes SLR. For me, E39 in M package and M wheels look much more attractive than W210. Under the hood of BMW E39 530i, we have the most magical engines ever made. 4.4 liters naturally aspirated V8 that develops 286 very aggressive and very fast brake horsepower and 440 Nm of torque, together with 6-speed manual gearbox that will help car reach 100 km in 6.2 seconds. That will be magnificent. Every gear change, every burnout in this car feels special. Car weighs only 1.7 tons and when you drive it, it feels even lighter and you feel how easy it is to manage every kilogram of this precious creature at any corner at any speed. If you want to experience best feeling behind the wheel, be ready to spend money on restoring it and maintaining it. Doesn't matter in what condition you will buy one, it will have issues. Car is almost 30 years old. Usually first that will come out is the problems with VANOS, variable valve timing system. It will happen because of the engine chain and overheating. If car came from the owner that abused it a lot, the engine chain will stretch. So it's better to replace engine chain every 150,000 kilometers and pay attention when the previous owner did it. Pay attention to the service history. Then you can enjoy speedy driving. Oil leaks from belly pan, gasket and valve covers are common issues and do need your attention. It's not catastrophical. If you ignore it, it will be catastrophical. And today it's considered to be a part of maintaining process and nothing very special or dramatic. Front suspension components, thrust arms, control arms, bushings wear relatively quickly due to the car's weight and design and affecting steering feeling when you don't change it on time. This will happen every 5 to 6 years, depends where you live. If it's in the hot climate, then it will happen a little bit earlier, so pay attention to that also. Components like water pump, some parts of the radiator radiator and the expansion tank are plastic and prone to fail, often require a full cooling rebuild. Also change cooling liquids every 50,000 kilometers. After you rebuild everything, then you must change oil every 6,000 kilometers so car will be clean and tidy. Pay attention to everything first couple of months when you buy 540i E39, because the first couple of months will be risky and car will demand money and attention from you just like your pregnant wife. And just like your pregnant wife, it's worth it. And after a few things will catastrophically fail in your car, then you will rebuild it, then you will have the best time in your life with your V8 E39. Or you may be lucky and buy the car from somebody that did all the work already. Personally, I think it's a benchmark of four-door saloons handling, and for its money, for its price, even with the maintenance cost and all the blood-sucking process, it's worth it. You will never get anything close for the amount of money that it costs. BMW E39 today is a purely weekend car that you can enjoy. You can use it daily, but with manual transmission it will be a little bit inconvenient in heavy traffic. E39 used aluminum suspension, and handling was very unique because of it. Also, VANA system, especially dual overhead cam, give you a real feel of the engine. You hear every drop of petrol burning. It had such connection that you felt engine is not an engine outside of the car. It feels like it's a part of your body with the transmission. If you want one right now and you found a good car with good condition with the V8, you need to at least keep $5,000 cash in your safe for unforeseen breakdowns, and you need a V8 with a 6-speed manual. If you buy a 6-cylinder, the power will just not be enough. Car is light, fast and ready to take your car virginity every time you change gear. It's literally the best thing ever. Mercedes W210 on the other hand is a very different car. When Mercedes made W124 E500, it was one of the most desirable Mercedes ever made. But with W210, AMG was already part of the Mercedes. They already sold some shares and already was selling cars in the showrooms. So W210 never had E500, all it had was E430. So 4.3 liter naturally aspirated V8 was not as sharp as BMW's 4.4 liter V8, but M113 engine was very smooth and reliable. It developed 270 brake horsepower that was very honest to God and 400 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 will happen in not very exciting 6.6 seconds like in BMW, but still not boring. The car was more aristocratic. It had 3 valves per cylinder and a single overhead cam. All this setup was very unique and very reliable. Problems with W210 can happen if you bought it from a complete maniac that neglected maintenance every time that he had opportunity and drove it like he stole it. Of course, you will have problems with the cooling leaks, not because the cooling system is bad, but because it's old. All the rubber components, all the plastic hoses, everything will be leaking and needs to be changed. Remember that. M113 is considered to be one of the most reliable Mercedes engines ever made after the diesel ones. But you see cases when the engine chain is stretched and it makes less power and a lot of noise, but still keeps on going. Suspension components, same like in BMW, ball joints, control arms, bushings, are prone to wear because of the time, leading to clucking noises and alignment issues. All that also because of the age, as I said before. Problem that will be tricky to get rid of is the rust. Wheel arches, door seals, subframe mounts. In the W210's single biggest issues is the rust, largely attributed to the water-based paint that they used back then, but if you found rust-free, you're a very lucky man. If you think of buying W210, you also need about $5,000 in cash for a safe rainy day, but you will spend much less on the maintenance. Oil change needs to be done every 7,000 to 8,000 kilometers, and this car will not force you to do burnouts, and you will drive it like a priest that doesn't touch children. You'll be very safe, very calm. Your heartbeat will be slower and the time will pass by very slow. Also, you will enjoy every second of life because it's a Mercedes. It is a perfect everyday car. It is reliable as wood burning stove. Nothing complicated about it. You can fix it with the duct tape and scissors and just hopes and dreams and it will just drive. I remember in 2014 or 15 when first time I came to Dubai, I met a guy from Kyrgyzstan and he had W210 in not very good condition and his car had cooling problems. It had cooling leakage. I remember we were driving it, everything was perfectly fine, and he just stopped out of nowhere, popped the hood. He literally put Mountain Dew in the cooling system, closed the bonnet, and then we were driving back from Sharjah to Dubai without any problems, and nobody said nothing. That was crazy to me. He said that he uses Mountain Dew back in here about 2 liters to journey every time. That was crazy. If we compare both interiors, the E39 interior is made for aggressive and precision driving. It forces you to focus on the road all the time. Yes, the leather and the wood and the plastic are executed with fine craftsmanship, but even when you want to enjoy it, you cannot. You want to drive it. You are forced to drive it hard on a psychological level. It's not spacious and you don't feel uncomfortable there, you feel good, but it's built like a race car. Nothing to distract you from the road. Interior screams at you that it's nice, but don't look at me. Just drive and pay attention to the road and drive it like many. W210 wants you to be detached from the road and enjoy luxury. Even seats are bigger than in the BMW and softer, and you feel like you are cocooned in luxury. Every time when I was behind the wheel of W210, it was interaction between me and the car, not between me and the road. It isolated me from the world, from everything bad in it. It makes you forget all the trauma, all the negative goals. Every time you spend huge amount of money on stupid pointless date that from the first second you knew that you're not gonna do anything to this girl, not even hold your hand, you felt disgust to her, but because your mama raised you right, you paid for the bills, you pretended to like the date for a long time, you just forget everything when you're behind the wheel. Time in W210 is slower. 1 second passes you by very slow, and you appreciate the taste of life. You enjoy it. The phrase "stop and smell the roses" finally makes sense. It is much nicer than inside of the E39. You have more space and it feels the same as a cozy wooden house in the middle of the forest in very hard winter with snow, and you're surrounded by huge pine trees. The smell of it is wonderful, and you're inside the house, and inside of the house you have furry carpets and hot cocoa, nice beautiful wife, and you're happy and you're far from everybody. This is exactly how it feels like. Between both of them, I would choose BMW E39 only with the V8 and only with the manual transmission. Maybe after 10 years I would choose W210. I love W210, it's the more reliable car and more user-friendly, but personally right now E39 is the wild girl that you never married and you also never forget her. This is my choice. Thank you for watching. Please let me know in the comments which car you have, what you want to buy. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, I appreciate it. Take care and bye bye.